Hello, Ryan here, aka Mac, and welcome. In this video, I want to tell you what I'm most looking forward to coming in Alpha 3.8. As always, a huge thank you to all my patrons. It is because of these guys that I get to make videos like this, so if you do enjoy my content and would like to support me from as little as $1 a month, it is very much appreciated. So as you might have seen, Alpha 3.8 card on the roadmap has been shifted about a little bit. Some features have gone, others have taken their place. So in no particular order, here are the features that I'm most looking forward to for 3.8. So kicking off with one of the biggest features, literally, it is the new planet Microtech. This is the fourth and technically the final planet to make it into Stanton. I do realise Crusader is not actually there, but visually it is. And it offers another completely new set of biomes unseen in the game to date. Now, history has it that a terraforming error rendered this planet's climate extremely cold and hostile due to its now unnatural heavy cloud cover. So I expect to see snowy, icy, desolate landscapes, but also there even appears to be pine forests and other planet life dotted around. Now, my initial expectations was we would just see snow and ice everywhere, but it does sound like we might be in for a treat. Something even more exciting is the likely addition of weather coming with Microtech. Only for Microtech in 3.8 though, but with the lore behind the planets regarding the cloud cover, it's clear why they probably wanted to get weather with Microtech. What other kind of weather that we'll see is still unknown, but the likelihood is there's going to be rain, there'll be snow, hopefully extremities of this. I also expect to see skies littered with clouds, and the experience of flying through Microtech's atmosphere from space to ground, through the clouds, and maybe through rain will be something very special. Now, next up are the rest stop interiors. We received the exteriors a couple of patches ago. They look incredible, and for 3.8 they will have completely revamped the interiors too. Not just a little bit, but it sounds like there will be some extremely big space stations coming. There has been a couple of leaks regarding medium and large R&R stations. For the large stations, they will feature a multitude of services beyond refueling and restocking, like restaurants, bars, stores, entertainment, even HABs, it says, so habitation pods. It also mentions LEO and NPO station locations. Now, I think we figured out that LEO means low Earth orbit, which probably means we could have some stations available just above planets for players to use as maybe logging off spaces, or eventually just for docking large ships and getting ferried down to the planet's surface. Now, I have no idea what NPO could mean. If you do have an idea, do drop it in the comments. But something worth noting is that these stations will be fully functional and not faked like previous stations. What this means is that they will have engineering areas and worker-only sections, as well as pedestrian areas, all strewn across multiple decks. Now, although the stations are very cool on their own, and I'm very excited to see that, what excites me more is the thought of them becoming derelict, which we will be getting in 3.9 from what I understand. And it's going to be crazy cool exploring these vast derelict stations, but I will save that for another day. So the next one is the lore system finds. So this is new to the roadmap, and it sounds that the future of the reputation system and lore system will evolve quite rapidly with every patch. They recently introduced the requirement of crypto keys as a method to remove your crime stat, and prohibiting players with enough crime stat from landing at main locations, making it more challenging for people who want to play on the wrong side of the law. Now, CIG have said that they do want to make it very difficult for pirates to make their way throughout the verse without alerting the attention of the law or other players. 3.8 brings an update to how players will get fined and how they'll pay off their fines. It will require players to either visit a location like an admin office at main landing zones, and then using a terminal, physically choose which fines you want to pay as and when you want to. But also, when it comes to removing your crimes using the crypto key, you'll only be able to remove one crime at a time, taking up more time and obviously a cost with using these crypto keys. Not only that, but if you're trying to remove too many crimes at once, the system will flag this activity as suspicious and shut the user out, alerting the law or maybe other players to your location. Now, there are two wins to this. The first one is that for players who want to actively pursue the pirate career, it makes the game more challenging and deep, giving these players something to actually think about and a bit of difficulty in hand with it. Also, those players who just want to troll and cause problems, there are more hoops for them to jump through to do this, which will likely work as a slight deterrent. Now, I'm looking forward to seeing the lore and reputation system evolve, especially with opportunities to become deputized, running missions with the Advocacy Civilian Defense Force initiative, and also prisons, but we'll speak of this another time. So, also new to the roadmap gameplay section is the mining heads. Now, this introduces a series of swappable attachments for the mining laser on the MISC Prospector. What this means is that when you find a rock to mine, depending on the mineral inside, you'll need to carefully consider which tool is best for the job. Is the resistance of the rock so high that you'll need a friend to help reduce it, or is the rock so unstable that you keep running a risk of a catastrophic explosion, so requiring a mining head to reduce the rock's instability, making it easier to mine. But obviously this could increase the time it would take and obviously the cost of the mining head. So these mining heads will add a lot more depth to the mining career, requiring a lot more thought and understanding of the minerals you're searching for. On that token, it's likely we'll see the addition of mining consumables at the same time as well, which are kind of one-shot subcomponents used as a failsafe or maybe a one-off helping hand during the mining session. Each mining head or consumable costing UEC, giving owners of the Prospector more customization and more depth to that career. So one thing I'm really looking forward to for 3.8, but I foresee a ton of trolling and problems with the initial release, is the addition of close combat or hand-to-hand combat, so the ability to basically punch and kick each other. Now this also includes lethal and non-lethal takedowns and eventually, but unlikely for 3.8, the ability to drag and carry bodies. Now this really opens the game up a lot more and makes for serious fun moments. It'll play its part in bounty hunting, stealth gameplay when that eventually comes, not to mention the ability for players to actually have fight clubs and boxing matches. I can see there being a few teething problems at first, especially with people maybe trying to troll each other and just randomly slapping people in the head. But there will be a few infractions and fines, including battery of the first and second degree and things like aggravated assault. Now this will at least cause issues for those who are trying to randomly punch people, but I'm unsure what rules will be applied around places like landing zones. We will just have to see what happens when it comes. So next up is the ships. Now it's pointless adding each ship into the list individually, so I'll group them all together. The Cutlass Red, the Esperia Prowler and the Anvil Carrack are all slated for 3.8. And although the Cutlass Red is still to be produced, which could signify a pushback or at least a later patch, like a 3.8.x interim patch, we will still hopefully have the Prowler, which is making progress. Now we've seen it in the white box. It still seems like it's got a long way to go, but we will also be getting the long-awaited Anvil Carrack, which is currently more of a myth than a ship of dreams. Now, the Anvil Carrack I feel is 100% certainty for 3.8, as it will likely be needed for the CitizenCon demo, and I personally will just be happy seeing that ship. But for more information on the ships we're getting in 3.8, be sure to check my video, which I have linked in the description below. So, next up is the Bearing P6 LR Ballistic Sniper Rifle. It is the next weapon in the Bearing lineup. It appears that Bearing simply just used the sort of P6 assault rifle as its platform and then swaps out attachments like barrels and stocks to create more variations of that weapon. I love the Bearing lineup of weaponry. It is one of the most reliable weapon manufacturers that we have in game right now, and the style of it is great as well. This is why it's on my list. I'm a huge fan of personal weapons, especially in a game which will allow us to get up close with them, customize them, and just see them degrade over time, really giving you a sense of ownership. Even if the game is not quite ready for us to take aim at that distance with a sniper rifle, it'll look cool on my ship's weapon rack nonetheless. So second to last is the Planetech 4. Recently, Marco Corbetta, a CIG dev, spoke to a German magazine regarding what Planetech 4 is and what it'll bring to Star Citizen when we first see it. For CitizenCon, the first panel of the day at the Anvil stage will show us this new tech, which improves the look and feel of planets. I won't go into any technicalities now, but this will also apparently include weather, which is something that I'm so excited to see. So finally, the last one on my list that I'm excited for is atmospheric tech improvements. This includes additional density layers to capture the ozone effect, which will give a more natural looking skies at sunset. Now, I am still unable to picture just how incredible this is going to look. I expect it'll be phenomenal when we get to see how all the work that has gone into these effects, flying through clouds, flying through weather formations, flying through the atmosphere of planets. Although it's only going to be Microtech to start with, I'm super excited. Anyway, that is the rundown of my most excited features coming in 3.8. We are now about a month away from 3.8 releasing, because CIG have said that they would like to release the patch about a week before Christmas, just to ensure that it gives the devs time to fix any bugs over the Christmas break. So we will likely hear about it going to Eva Cotti sometime sooner. With CitizenCon just around the corner, we should see some really cool features coming in 3.8, and I can't wait. Anyway, do let me know which features you're most looking forward to for 3.8. If you're going to CitizenCon, I will see you there. With that said, be sure to sub here on YouTube, hit the like button, follow me over on twitch.tv/supermacbrothers. My Twitter links, Instagram links, and Patreon links are below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.